months since Double Play TV, and welcome to the first episode of This Week in Sports History, where we turn back the clock and take a look at what happened across the sporting world in the last 168 hours. We begin in 1916 when Long Jimmy Brown wins the first PGA championship at Sewanee Country Club in Broxtonville, New York. Where the hell is that? Who knows? Joltin' Joe, the Broadway Clipper, ties the knot with Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday, Mr. 274 days later, Monroe would file for divorce. The Big Dipper. Wilt Chamberlein scores 73 points against Chicago this week, and then he scored a cab driver and a valet, and then I think a cocktail waitress. Who knows? The Notre Dame basketball team beats UCLA 71-70 to break UCLA's record-setting winning streak of 88 games. Martina Navratilova becomes the third player in history to win 100 tennis tournaments. Rumor has it, Martina prefers the grass. The terrible Tim Witherspoon beats up on Tony Tubbs for 15 rounds, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Tonya Harding's bodyguard, Sean Eckhart and Derek Smith, were arrested and charged with conspiracy in the attack on Nancy Kerrigan before the '94 U.S. Figure Skating Championship. Despite the bludgeoning, Kerrigan recovered to go on and win the silver medal in the Winter Olympics, while Harding would only place 8th. After the game, Harding pleaded guilty to hindering Kerrigan's investigation and received 3 years probation, 500 hours of community service, and a $160,000 fine. This brings us to our first installment of, oh yeah, what have you done since then, Tanya Harding? 8 months after the Kerrigan attack, Harding was in the headlines again when then-husband and co-conspirator Jeff Gillooly released a sex tape of Harding and himself consummating their marriage. Stills from the tape were later published in Penthouse magazine. Harding defended herself against the incident by publicly asserting that she was, and I quote, drunk as a skunk when the tape was made. How gross. 6 brushes with the law, and 7 years later, Harding would rise from the ashes like a phoenix to defeat Paula Jones in Fox's highbrow reality show, Celebrity Boxing. Harding would go on to a brief and mediocre professional boxing career, retiring in 2004 with a 3-3-0 record. And the last blip on the Tanya Harding radar came in March 2007, when the Seattle Times reported that Clark County Sheriff deputies responded to a call from the former skater who reported that Harding was tweaking out and seeing animals. Despite this scintillating history, the official Tanya Harding website insists that Tanya is in demand for speaking engagements as a motivational speaker, especially to young people. And Harding herself even states, "People really like me. People want my autograph. They want to see me. They want pictures with me. Life is a roller coaster and has ups and downs, and no matter what you do, you can't give up. For the love of God, I think it's time you hang up your skates, put down the bottle, unlace the gloves, and call it a friggin' day." Anyway, back to the NBA. The bad boy of basketball, Dennis Rodman, was fined $25,000 and suspended 11 games after Rodman kicked cameraman Eugene Amos in the groin. The NFL fines Vikings Randy Moss $10,000 for pretending to pull down his pants and moon the Green Bay Packer fans. Days later, Fox Sports anchor Joe Buck becomes so enraged over the incident that his head exploded on national TV. And lastly, in 2005, Major League Baseball adopted a steroids testing policy that suspends first-time offenders for 10 days and randomly tests players year-round. This monumental policy effectively puts an end to steroid abuse in the MLB. That's all this week in sports history. I'm Martha Swenson. Join us for another installment next week, right here at Double Play TV. Puts an end to boys in baseball. That's a good one.